Hey fans, welcome to this week's edition of the ATI Athletic Training Innovations 2-minute drill with head coach Pat O'Hara. I'm Brandon Rizzuto. Coach, big game this week here in the Graveyard. The Pittsburgh Power coming to town.
Yeah, it's good to come back home. It's our last game before our bye week, so we really want to get back to the 500 football and get back to 3-3.
Talk about this past week's game against San Antonio. Had some momentum in the first half, but lost it in the second.
The defense put us in some good situations with turnovers, and we weren't able to answer with touchdowns and points coming out of them. We didn't play well offensively. We didn't protect well. It was disappointing from an offensive standpoint.
Talk about your team's practice this week. How do you feel going in this game?
We had to kind of go back to square one and really focus on the basics. We made some day one mistakes offensively, and we really got after it up front offensive line-wise.
Coach, just talk about this game. A lot's been made of it, about some familiar faces coming back to the Graveyard. What do you make of all that? Well,
there's a lot of people coming back from the organization last year that play in Pittsburgh now, and it's exciting for those players and coaches. And it's an aspect of the game. I think once the ball kicked off, it kind of goes back to playing football. One of the things I think gets lost in that shuffle is Maurice Blanding, our defensive coordinator, is also going against his former team. Yeah, that hasn't been discussed much. Coach Blanding was with Power last year, did a tremendous job in the first year of that program, and the team's well coached, so we expect a great fight Friday night. Coach, as we wrap up here, just give us a few keys to this game. Well, it's just like every week. We've got to try to win the line of scrimmage. We didn't do that last week. We've got to protect better, and we've got to get after the quarterback. You've got to win in the trenches. That's really the key, and P.J. Barry is the best in the business, returning the football off the net, and once he gets the ball in his hands, period. So we've got to do a good job on P.J. Coach, as always, thanks for your time. Thank you. Voodoo fans, be sure to be out to the Graveyard this Friday night when the Voodoo take on the Power. You can watch it also on Cox 4. Be sure to be in attendance, though.